These are some of the designs I do for very high volume Halloween events. They are 30-second to minute designs and they will get you through a lot of kids very, very quickly. So stay tuned and I'll go through them with you. I'm going to start by showing you guys what I do for my ghost. I'm going to take a black and white split. This is the Susie Amaro unicorn from Silly Farm, one of my favorite cakes. It's so simple, but I use it for a ton of stuff. So I'm going to load a 5/8 angled brush. I usually do this on the cheek. And what I do is a little bump for the ghost's head. And then I just spin around and dip and do the little arm. And then I pull down into a peak. And then I flip my brush, do the other side. And I swirl that down into a peak, and then I take the heel of the brush with the white and I fill it in, and then at the bottom I kind of dry brush it out, which gives it kind of a ghosty look. And then I take whatever round brush I'm using for a liner brush that day, and I do 2 dots and then a big round ghost mouth, and that's it. It's 30 seconds tops. If they want glitter, I'll use something like a pixie paint, black and silver glitter, and then I'll do glitter coming up from it, but that's the ghost. Super simple. For the pumpkin, I'm going to use a filbert brush, and you can grab any cake you have that has orange, yellow, red, whatever combination you want to use. Sometimes I mix it up and use a few different cakes. Today I'm going to use this one. It's even got a little bit of pink, hot pink in it. This is one of the Leanne's cakes. And I always forget the name, and it's covered up by a magnet, but oh well, it's beautiful. So take my filbert brush, load up the colors that I want. This is the Big Drop Filbert brush by Silly Farm. And what I do is push down into a little C. I flip the brush so the dark color is on the outside. And then I repeat that step until I've filled in the shape of the pumpkin. And then grab, I like to use a dagger brush. Dagger brushes are incredibly versatile. If you did not see my dagger brush video, you can go check that out and see why I use a dagger brush. I'm going to load up some green. I'm going to press and pull to do a quick stem, and then I can take that same brush and do some vines if I want. All depends on how much time you have and how elaborate you would like to get. But even if you add a few extra little frills, it's still a minute design. And then of course, add glitter if they want glitter, and then you are done with the pumpkin. I'm gonna grab my 5/8 brush again and show you guys how I do an eyeball. This design was on my very, very first face painting board ever. So you're just gonna spin your brush and do a circle. You can also use a round dauber for this if you'd rather. It's totally up to you. And then I'm gonna grab and I'm gonna do a red pupil, but don't do it right in the center. Do it kind of up here at the top, because it makes it look a little bit more creepy. And then you can take that same brush and do some veins. And the nice thing about the veins is that they don't have to be perfect or look particularly good, because this is supposed to be like a creepy eye, right? On skin, this is going to dry a lot faster. It's not drying very quickly on my board, but you guys get the idea. Make some quick veins. And then take your black liner brush and actually do the pupil. I guess that was the retina in red. Is that the right way to say it? You guys know what I mean. And there you go. You have a super quick, creepy eye. The kids love this. You can do flames if you want to as well, which is what was on my original face painting board, I think, was like an eye with some flames. But it depends on how much time you have. If I was in a rush, I would just do this and I'd call it quits. So if you do have time to go in and add flames, you can just do them right above the eye and just have them kind of hug it. And there you go, a flaming eyeball. This is a fusion cake that was designed by Anna Lee, I believe. And I have never used it, but I grabbed it for my last gig, which had some Halloween designs, and I'm super digging it. It's silver, a really dark blue, and black. And this is great for a ton of things, especially for Halloween or for superheroes, which is what she designed it for, which totally makes sense. But I will use this for a few things moving forward. One, great for Batman. So I'm going to show you guys kind of an alternative Batman design. I actually want the black on the outside. I'm going to try to pick up all three of these colors. Even though I'm using a 5/8 brush, I'm just going to stay right in the middle of this. And I'm probably not going to get that much silver, but we'll see how much I pick up here. So this can be on your board as Batman or as just a bat. And what we're going to do instead of the full forehead is we're just going to do like an eye design. So you want to go over the eye. Same concept of when you're doing like a regular Batman. We're just going to keep it a little bit smaller. And we're going to just pull that wing up and down, up and down. And we're just going to have it hug the eye. This is really cute and really fast. And of course, you can add glitter if you want, but it's not necessary. Super quick. And I love the way this cake looks. Isn't it cool? So the other super quick design I was doing with this cake over the weekend was a spider, which everybody likes a spider for Halloween. I get so many requests for that. So this is what I do. I took the cake, I did one big kind of round blob. I did a little head, and you can peek this at the bottom if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Then I take the brush, the flat part of the brush, make sure you're coming out from the head where the head meets the body every time, and I just push down like this. 3 segments. This is a speedy design. And it looks really cool and creepy because the legs extend out. But it's so fast. The kids loved this. And the parents were like oohing and awing about how quickly I did this on the job. For girls, I would add a little bit of glitter into the body. But that's it. There's a spider. Another fast spider design that I've done for Halloween forever is a web and a smaller spider. Very often I will do this right at the top of the forehead. I will do some webs. You just want to think of this as like big fat teardrops. You can have them all kind of meet at a peak in the center. Pull your U shapes through them. That looks kind of weird because this face is at an angle, but you guys get the idea. And then what I do is I pull like a little string of a spider down onto the nose. And then I do a little dot and a bigger dot. but this is tiny. This is supposed to be a tiny little spider, like a kid has a spider crawling on its nose. This is really cute on little kids too. And then I just quickly pull some arms down onto the nose, and it looks like they have a web on the forehead and a spider is dropping on their nose. It's kind of one of those classic, cute designs that I did. I did this the very first year I ever face painted at a Halloween event when I was asked to be a volunteer, and everybody loved it. Super cute, super fast. Add glitter if you want. If not, it's a super easy, quick design that's a crowd pleaser. Another fun quick one is a monster eye. Just load any green cake or blue cake you have on a brush, and then make kind of an angry eyebrow shape over the eye. Like that. And then you want to take a filbert brush and load it with white. And this is what you're going to use to do your horns. So press that filbert brush down and then pull it out into a peak. And then we can do another one right here. It helps to make them slightly different sizes because it just helps with the illusion. And then we can do a smaller one right there and another smaller one. It's up to you how many horns you want to do. Okay, so the key to this design being cool is all about the stencil. So get some kind of reptile stencil. This is a hot wing stencil, but BAM makes a good one as well. So this is probably still a little wet because boards just don't absorb the paint. So I might mess this up a tiny bit. We're just gonna go for it and see how it goes. So I wanna do some stenciling on the green. I'm using black, but on the job, I would most likely be using my StarBlends and using black or yellow. And since you have this stencil out and you've got your dauber loaded or you have your StarBlends, whatever you choose to use, go ahead and add some right underneath. So we're going to just add some more of that texture. This takes this design from being super simple to having a little bit more drama and making it really cool really quickly, and it's that wow factor that everybody loves. And you can leave it at that. That can be your monster eye and nothing else. If you have the time and you are not that busy, you can line the horns. It does help bring them out a little bit, and you don't have to line them completely. I would just do kind of the bottom and then let that line fade out, and it's gonna add some much needed definition. There you go, simple monster eye. Another really cute and simple design is to do a vampire, and I usually take a petal sponge and a rainbow cake, and I will load that up, give them some quick eyeshadow. If it's a girl, I will spray this with glitter or I will dab on some glitter. I grab my liner brush quickly, and then I give them a sinister eyebrow. You can add some eyelashes. Essentially, you're just giving them makeup and just kind of enhancing the eye. And then you can add some fangs at the corner of their mouth, and it's so quick and so cute. little kids like this too. So the last thing is always stencils. I don't have a ton of Halloween stencils. I do have this cool skull. So this is one that I will probably do on kids. It's pretty cool. It's small. So if I did this, I would definitely add some flames or glitter or something else to it. Otherwise, I think it's just a little too quick and too boring. You know, there's a fine line between being really quick and then like not doing anything at all, right? So I would probably add like a web to it, do some glitter if it's a girl, or do the flames that I did earlier. I also have a flame stencil, which I will admit I have never ever used. So I will load up a sponge and let's give it a try. It's a BAM stencil. It's 1019 and it's got this larger flame for the like a forehead, which is kind of cool, and then it has all these little individual flames. So let's grab that one and see what that looks like. That's pretty cool. I probably do more than one though, because it still seems like really small. So let's do the second one too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I've never used this. I will start using this Halloween and see if I can come up with some more uses for it. But that's super quick and cool. The boys would love that. The other stencil I have is this little spider stencil. This is also a BAM stencil. It came in the like main big BAM kit of stencils. This is 1020 and it's spiders and these little webs. So just to show you guys what this looks like, if this interests you, let's do some spiders. I hate spiders, by the way. It's still like hard for me to paint them on kids. Just really creep me out. Oh, those are kind of cool. I like that. I should probably use those. Not sure how I feel about this spider web though. Let me wipe this off all right, not sure how I feel about this. I would say that looks like kind of a forehead design. So let's sponge that on. I mean, it's fine if you want to use that. I think it's so easy to draw spiders or to draw the web, and you get like a little bit more drama out of it that I'm not sure I like the web part of this. I do like the spiders, so I'm going to stick these in my kit and start using them over the next couple weeks, and if I come up with any other designs or ideas with them, I will let you guys know. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below what videos you would like to see next. Happy Halloween!